Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Kingston for Life Wrestling Takes. I'm late, and I know AEW came on extra early today. I was watching basketball. I said I'll watch basketball when basketball is done. I'll come on and give my honest review. I should have came on after the Sixers game because my Phoenix Suns said we're going to take the money. If anybody knows what I mean by taking the money, then you know what I mean by taking the money. I won't have to explain what I mean by taking the money because that's exactly what the Phoenix Suns decided to do today. Now, they got game 4 to handle the business because they better not lose game 4. That's all I got to say. They better not. They better win game 4 and come back to Phoenix and close them out of 5. That's all I got to say. But we're not here to talk about the NBA playoffs. We are here to talk about what I thought about this early edition of AEW Rampage. This show was actually pretty good. It wasn't really that bad. I just think it just needs to be live. Like I said, one of my biggest pet peeves, AEW Rampage must be live. I'm serious. It must be live. It really has to. And the fact that we doing these early times, I know the hockey playoffs was on. That's why I came on so early. But if I'm Tony Khan, I gotta figure out how to get this stuff on live at all times at a different time rate. But let's go ahead and break down this show. We start the show. First matchup, Ruby Soho and Toni Storm versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. This actually was a very good tag team match. And with the fans being in Baltimore Ravens territory, the fans was telling Britt Baker that Pittsburgh sucks. And that kind of threw her off a game and everything. This matchup was about how well his Ruby Soho improved in the ring. But, yo, Toni Storm shined. That young lady shined, man. I was like, listen, you talking to a cat that wasn't really on the Toni Storm bandwagon. I really wasn't. This young lady shined. And I got to say, that's kudos to Jamie Hayter and Britt because it's always about the chemistry on who you work with. Chemistry matters in wrestling. I'm telling you. Sorry, y'all. It's late as sick. I'm yawning like crazy. I apologize. These girls are going at it. They're going tit for tat. Now, me, I'm thinking Britt and Jamie's going to win this, right? Common sense, because you know that they all in the tournament together. So I'm like, when you think you had them go over, so automatically you think Toni Storm and them is going to win when the tournament comes around. Britt and them end up losing. Ruby and Toni went over, and I said, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So does Toni lose to Jamie? I don't know. I have no clue. That's the one thing I got to give AEW props about. The fact that it's very unpredictable now. The fact that Toni went over. You already know she gonna win now. You don't know, But it is what it is. Toni and Ruby get the victory. Like I said, I thought it was a pretty solid match for them, for the ladies. They did what they had to do. So we get to with the fellas. Jericho, Excalibur, Ricky Starks, and Taz, right? They on commentary, and they interrupt Jericho and say, Jericho, you got a phone call. I'm like, wait, what's this? Who's calling me? Eddie Kingston calls him, and he says, I'm at home with my beautiful wife for 20 years. I didn't even know the man was married. I didn't know that. I'm at home, and when I came home, my wife was crying. Chris, I am going to hurt you. When I get my hands on you, you better fear no matter what. You better be fearing while you're in bed. I'm going to get my hands on you. I'm going to destroy you. It doesn't matter where you are. I'm going to annihilate some pain on you. I'm like, you know what? It's raw. It's grit. See, Eddie Kingston is a great promo, man. He makes you feel the beef that he's in. You might not be that invested, but he makes you feel it because the man he brings that emotional side with the promo. That's what I like about this young man when he brings his promo game to the table. He cuts one of those emotional promos and he makes you feel what he's saying. He's telling Jericho, you may have tried to burn my face off, but I'm going to murder you when I see you. Next time I see you, I'm putting you in a body bag. Listen, you can't be mad at that. This is storytelling at best. The babyface can't wait to get his hands on Jericho. Jericho acting like he ain't do nothing wrong. Talk about my pretty face won't get messed up. Hey, good TV. Then we get to Mark Sterling and Tony Nese talking about how they getting ready to annihilate the man that has been running around here, think he's the best thing since sliced bread. He's running around here with an undefeated streak. Now, when he said, with the way how they was talking, I'm thinking they talking about going at it with Hook. That man said next week. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm yawning like crazy. I hate this. I was wide awake watching the game. Now I'm feeling like I'm ready to fall asleep. Tony Nese is also from Long Island, New York. He said he's going to go against Dan Housen. So this will be Dan Housen's first match on Dynamite. And ever since he came, he had an injury while he was still in the independent scene. So now we get ready for Hook versus JD Drake. This basically was just to showcase Hook's dominance. I'm going to be 1,000% with y'all. I really don't know what JD Drake brings to the table. I'm honest. The only thing I noticed about JD Drake is the fact that he's gray. The last time I seen him, his hair was brown. Now it's completely gray. I was like, what has this man been doing? Outside of being on dark all day long. This match was all about Hook. This is about Hook dominating, doing what he had to do. Did his moveset on the man. He got the submission, had the man tapping. So before he was able to leave, Dan Housen came out. Dan Housen said, well, obviously, Sterling's going to be in Tony Nese's corner. So I'm asking if you would let bygones be bygones and you would work with me. You would be in my corner. The fans wanted that man to go ahead and just say, listen, just get in this corner. I know he's a nuisance. He's a nuisance. He's an annoying clown. Just join in. Hook pushed him down, and the man left him a bag of chips. And obviously, today was Hook's birthday, so that was his birthday present. I'm still not on the Dan Housen bandwagon. I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all love this cat. Obviously, he was over like a mug. The fans are going crazy. But for me, I'm just not on the bandwagon. I'm sorry. I got to see what he brings to the table. Tony Nese is going to have to be the one to get me on the Dan Housen band club. Fans want Hook and Dan Housen to be a thing. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's just not working for me. Like, really don't see the hype. I don't see the hype. I don't know what the hype is, man. I really don't know what the hype is with this cat. I just know he sells merch. He's a clown. That's it. That's all I know. And he curses, but that's it. That is all I know. I don't know anything else about this cat. But the fact that we know Hook and him will be going at it at Double or Nothing. You might as well piss it in there right now. You might as well. So now we get the next female Owen Hart Foundation tournament qualifier. We had Rio versus Yuka Sasaki. Yo, this is actually a pretty solid match. And Rio was out with a broken collarbone. Like, I didn't know that, because they mentioned it, that when she went against Britt, that's when she messed her shoulder up. I didn't know that. Now, Rio came dressed up in black. Normally, she wears her bright white pink, but she had on the black. And they was on commentary said, "Is this an attitude adjustment? Like, what's going on?" I don't know what that means. I don't. But her and Yuki had an actually pretty good match. So the fact that people be complaining, oh, there'll never be two women's matches on the show. Yeah, we got it. We got two women's matches on the show. We got two women's matches. So I'm telling you, people be complaining. They be complaining. The women this, the women that. Tony Khan said, look, I'm about to showcase. I'm going to give y'all a lot of women on the show tonight. And Yuka and Rio went at it. They tore each other up. They did what they had to do. Rio moves on. She gets the victory. I don't know what this means. I don't know if we actually about to have a heel version of Rio. I don't know. I like rooting for Rio. I don't see Rio as a heel. I just don't. But we'll see moving forward. So, good match. Right after that, we got a backstage segment. Sean Spears says, "You must think that I'm just some kind of henchman for MJF. Piggy, you know exactly who I am. I took you under my wing. You were my accountability partner. And I was trying to help you along the way. See, I'm not just some lackey for MJF. No. You see, Superman had his kryptonite. Well, guess who your kryptonite is? And they had Big Guy Killer or something like that. Giant Killer, whatever you call himself. So now, it's going to be Sean Spears versus Wardlow. You know what's going to happen. Wardlow is going to murder this cat. Wardlow been wanting to get his hands on Sean Spears for a long time. He is going to murder him. It's not even going to be pretty. Sean Spears is going out there to get jumped. That's it. You might as well put the chalk out. Have you ever seen the murder scene when somebody gets killed and they draw the chalk around their body? That's exactly what Wardlow's going to do with Sean Spears come down the mic. I'm just telling y'all right now. So that was a decent promo for Sean Spears, but he was basically wasting his breath because he is getting ready to get murked by Wardlow. Mark my words. Then we get an on-screen promo. Dan Lambert with the Men of the Year talking about how I'm from Baltimore and all this stuff. But let's be real. Ain't nobody in here worth us. We got the TNT titles. Sammy's trash. Taya's trash. This city's trash. It was like he was trying to be a heel and be a good guy at the same time, right? So Ethan Page hopped on the mic. He started running his mouth talking about we finna run rapid through this whole division and ain't nobody gonna be able to stop us and all this stuff. So as soon as he started talking, that's when Frankie Kazarian came out with the nice suit. And he got in the ring and he said, listen, nobody's trying to hear Dan Lambert. Nobody wants to hear Ethan Page just ramble off the mouth. You guys are not even worth the time. I'm here to only talk to one man, and my guy, that's Scorpion Sky. And Scorpion Sky looked at that man. He said, listen, bruh, I'm here because you said that if I helped you win that championship, you was going to be the first one to give me a title shot. Well, you owe me a shot. He said, you best believe it. I'm going to give you a shot. He said, this title will be a fight. I will be a fighting champion. This championship will no longer be a joke. It will no longer be tossed around like Taya Conti does in the back. Everybody in the mama was laughing, going crazy. But as soon as the Men of the Year and Dan Lambert was trying to step in, Scorpion Sky stood between them and Frankie Kazarian. The tease of the breakup is happening, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening because he held them off because obviously Sammy and Scorpion Sky and the fans were saying SCU. Storytelling, I'm liking it. Now I'm kind of caring about Scorpion Sky's title reign right now because it's the subtle tease. All Ego Page is about to turn on Scorpion Sky. It's getting ready to happen. It's about to happen. Not sure exactly when it's going to be, but they telling you right now. If you pay close attention to what's going on, you can sense it. You see what's going to happen. So, I think next week on Dynamite, we're getting ready to get, I think it's Rampage. Next week on Rampage, we're getting Frankie Kazarian taking on Scorpion Sky for the TNT Championship. So right after that, Ricky Starks is on commentary, and then Jungle Boy just randomly comes out the woodwork and starts heckling that man. Then he lays him out, and then he picks up the FTW Championship and said, "Yeah, I want it." Remind me exactly like Will Hobbs did. I think was that on? I think it was on the episode of Dynamite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I want it. That's the same thing he did. He did the same thing. They want people to quote unquote care about this match. Jungle Boy is getting ready to lose. That's basically what they told you. This title seems to be only fit for Ricky Starks. I wish they actually made this a real championship. I wish this was a real mid-card title for the cats that really don't do anything. This could be like a starter kit championship. So Jungle Boy is about to get murked whenever they have this match. But that was that segment. Now, we get to the New Japan match. Konosuke Takashita versus Jay Lethal with Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Lethal has been doing nothing but bangers on TV. And you know what? I got to give TK props for picking this dude up. And for somebody who really never seen, I think I've seen maybe one match of this cat's, dude actually was legit. He was out there messing Jay Lethal up. He really was. They was going at it, man. They was going at it. They was tearing each other up. This dude doing what he got to do, laying Jay Lethal out and all this stuff. And the young man actually had the match won, but Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh was causing the distraction, and referee wasn't paying attention. I think Arby had the match, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so he had the match won, but then you already know Jay Lethal had to cheat. Jay Lethal got the victory, 1, 2, 3. So then here come the best friends. This is what happened. Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh got in the ring. They started beating the brakes off of Kono. And that's when the best friends, uh, Chucky T, Trent Barrella, and OC came out there. They all came out, and obviously you knew they was gonna try to fight them and all this stuff, right? So then that's when OC tried to get in the ring with Satnam Sim. Satnam Sim, he took his glasses off and then he crushed his glasses, right? So then now all of them is getting beat down. Sanjay, they beat the brakes off of the best friend. They getting jumped. Then next thing you know, Samoa Joe music hit, and Samoa Joe tried to get in the ring, but every time it's the same old, same old. Anytime the babyface want to try to get their hands on somebody, here come all the clown security guards. Everybody always trying to hold the babyface back. It's like the heels can do everything, but the babyfaces can't do nothing. And it's like, man, come on, man. Come on with that boy John. Let them go to war. Let them beat the snot at each other. Let that be the last thing we see before the show. Sorry about that. Let that be the last thing we see before the show go off there. But obviously, I know they keeping attention. They keeping everybody caught up. They want everybody to like come on back for Dynamite. Come on back. Kudos. They did a good job. I gotta say, Rampage was pretty solid this week. But I just need Rampage to be live. Rampage must be live at all times. I'm serious. Must be live at all times. So. Honestly, yeah, that's my honest take for the show. Pretty good show, pretty solid show. Like I said, Rampage for me, I think as of late, I think I've been liking Rampage just a tad bit better than Dynamite, but I still like the fact that Dynamite is live, and I think we need Rampage to be live as well. Like Rampage must be live, and picture in picture is always gonna be the worst thing ever. I hate it because it kills the momentum of a match. You're trying to get invested in the match. And then here come Excalibur, who sound like he was ready to go to bed on commentary. He sound tired as heck. That fool sound like he was ready to go to sleep. Hey, we're going to picture in picture. I'm like, man, listen, bro, picture in picture is not the best. Picture in picture is terrible. I'm going to keep saying that till I'm blue in the face. Picture in picture is terrible. I'm telling you, man, it really is, dog. So, I ain't talk about it. But I'm about to talk about this girl right now. Hold on, let me find it right now. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this young lady right here. Let's talk about it. Tessa Blanchard has now been benched and has now been put on notice, and not in a good way, from WOW Wrestling. And ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing new. This is not a surprise. Listen, I mean, a lot of people say she is one of the best in the game. Can she wrestle her behind off? Absolutely. But the young lady has shown that she has a serious attitude problem. She can't work well with others, and she is a quote-unquote white supremacist. Whether people want to receive that or not, she is a white supremacist to the fullest. And nobody wants to deal with that. And now the fact that WOW is saying that they don't want nothing to do with her now, it's almost like her wrestling career is dead. Tony Khan would be a complete idiot if he go and pick this woman up. He would be a dummy. This young lady needs to, one, she needs to go back and apologize about the foolishness that she did to Miss Naguara or what I don't know how to say that. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She need to woman up. She need to fess up. She need to tell the bold-faced truth, because she knows she was wrong for what she did. And now here she go with the issues going on in WOW. This ain't shocking to me. It's not surprising. It's not. You know, like I said, the girl got a stank attitude. She a white supremacist. She don't work well with others. She think everything revolves around her. She think her poop don't stink. That's what she thinks. She think everything is all about her and nobody else matters. This is why you don't win in life. This is why every time we keep hearing about situations that keep popping up all the time, stuff like this over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm like, no. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. If I had a wrestling organization, I'm not touching her, because I know how she feel. I know how she feel about the cats that look like me or share my skin tone, if I want to say. I'm like, and then, like I said, I always got an attitude with like, just got there and already. Like, they put that stuff out already. She got issues. Like, dog. Like I say, it is what it is. Like I say, you know, you make your bed, you gotta lay in it. And now let me go ahead and talk about this. Good news. I'm not going to the show. I am not going to the show. But we got to talk about it before I end this review. The show sold out. Now, there was a certain buck dancer named Alfred Kanua who was online talking about this show was going to have a hard time trying to sell. Well, the United Center has all been booked. It's already booked up. We don't even really have a card set for the show, and it's already been booked up. Sold the heck out. Chicago is a big wrestling market. My city is a huge wrestling market. These fools over here are some hardcore wrestling heads. This is why you don't play when you come over here. We don't play about wrestling. It's some hardcore wrestling heads that stay out this way in the city of the Chi. They stay out this way. They love this wrestling stuff. They love it. They don't even need a car. If we got a show coming, we selling that place out. So kudos to TK and the gentleman that runs New Japan Wrestling. I seen them tickets. Them tickets like, whoo, man. Them tickets like, I mean, like I said, I know people's like, oh, you want to go to the show? I thought about it. I said, nah, I'm not gonna go to the show. I'd rather just watch it. You know what I'm saying? I said, I really don't know the car, so I'm like, you know what? You know, I'd just rather just watch it on TV. You know what I'm saying? But this is good news. This is good news. Wrestling is a huge market. It is a huge, whether people want to accept that or not. Whether buck dancers that work for Vince McMahon like Alfred Kanua want to sit up and buck dance all day long and shuck and jive for Vince McMahon. They then try to take shots at AEW. See, let me tell you something, man. This is the biggest issue I have with clowns like that. If you don't like a product, why are you reviewing? You don't see me reviewing WWE every day. I can't stand WWE, but you know what? Listen, if I review something from it, I'll review it and I'll give an honest, unbiased take. You got clowns like that who are straight up biased to the core, and they work for Vince McMahon full time. So they just their cue is designed to say stupid stuff online, and to get a whole bunch of reactions. That's all they care about. How many reactions can we get? How many people can we trigger with the buffoonish statements that we make? You know, it's like, man, that's why I'm like, kudos to them for doing what they do, shutting clowns down like that. But like I say, for me, like I said, I'm just watch the show. I'm gonna watch it. I'll give you an honest review. And my final thing before I finish, I want to talk about this young man right here. So he gave us an update talking about Big E, and he said that the C1 disc in his neck, which is connected to the spinal cord, he said that it hasn't really healed it that properly. So he said he's gonna wear the neck brace for another 4 to 6 weeks. So just keep this young man in prayer. Listen, man, Big E, my heart goes out to this dude. Now, I've always said it. The New Day has always been a buck dancing, buffoonish, coonish gimmick, whether people want to receive that or not. It has always been a coon gimmick. It will forever be a coon gimmick. But I like all three of these cats because, one, they just love wrestling. And we want to see these cats shine. We want to see these cats succeed. Now, I don't want to see them shucking and jiving and buck dancing, but I want to see them, succeed and do what they're supposed to do. But you already know it don't work with Vince McMahon under him. It's not going to work. So the fact that, like I said, my man said he is chilling for, like I said, if I'm Big E, I'm not coming back until next year. Late next year, maybe 2024 at best. But I just want to make sure that his neck is 1,000%. Because I don't want cats like Real Holland trying to re-break it and doing dumb German suplexes outside the ring unnecessary. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need to cover before I close out this AEW Rampage review? I really don't think so. But I just want to thank everybody who's been rocking with me. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate the people who comment. Even if cats disagree with what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all as always. Till next time, this is your boy KCFL, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I'll talk to y'all cats next week. I'll let you boy.